we doing, everyone? I've got myself some decaf that I bought from the shop that I work at. Oh, we're really going for 10 minutes. I'm sorry, guys. Guys, most streamers do 10 minutes. Most streamers do 10 minutes. This is normal. Okay. You guys have it too good. You lot have it too good. Welcome back. Fuck you. No. You're my mod. I shouldn't be saying that to my mod. Friend youth, man. I'm not. Guys. No loser does 5. Motherfucker does 2. I usually do 2 minutes. But this time I thought, I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling chappy. I'm sure my beautiful viewers wouldn't mind if I just took 10 minutes to make myself a decaf coffee. Apparently not. Apparently that's a sin. Guys, you have it too good. Far too good. I think I'm getting an ear infection on both ears. Okay, let me know if the audio is too loud. Oh, wrong, right. But we are gonna switch up what we're wearing today, which I'm quite excited for. We are wearing the outfit of our protagonist of the comic I'm going to be drawing today. We're wearing the outfit of them. New fit? Yeah. I mean, I've had this one drawn for a bit. But yeah, we're turn the music down a bit. Yeah, sure. We'll do. It's like blasting on my monitor right now. There we go. Welcome, Chaos Chameleon. How are we doing? Lovely to have you back. We love to have you, Chaos Chameleon. We really do. We really do. How are we doing? I'm watching since 5 days. Fuck do I know? I'm not insulting you. Don't worry, I'm not insulting you. I need to get all defensive now. Alright. Oh. There we go. I'm gonna make myself a little bigger. There we go. Kira is in another stream right now. That's okay. People can watch people can watch other people, Zoe, don't worry. How we doing, Tom? I can't believe the reveal of who Tom was. That shook me to my core. Oh hey, it's the Goober. It's me, it's the Goober. How we doing, Looney? How is everyone doing today? Today we're working on my comic. You know? We've been doing a few creative things for the last few days. We've been making some shit beats. We've been you know, doing some voicing. And today we're gonna be doing some more of my comic. I'm just telling you, exhausted. Good to know. Stressed. Oh yeah, how did it go? Game Noob Dev? Oh, are women finally gonna make it into computer science, or is it over? I'm having a day. I'm currently breathing and alive. Oof. Listen, I get it. I had to go to work an hour early because my cousin got into a car crash because a spider fell on her. So it's been quite a day for me too. Awful, but I'll manage. Listen, oh my god, it seems everyone's in low spirits today. I've been riding that high for days. I live for the chaos. Arsehole. Also, this person here thinks Gangle's the best TADC character. What are we talking about right now? What are we smoking right now? Anyway, everyone seems to be doing horribly. So, you know, typically I'm the one who makes all of your days more horrible. So, you know, it's nice to change things up once in a while. Could I? I think. I could just do that. I'm gonna change back to there we go. It's boring. It's boring. I was gonna do the other PNG, but I guess this is the art area. I'm half asleep. Me too. That's why I'm having decaf to like trick my brain. Yeah, I spent 5 hours of my day so that I could have a conversation that didn't end up happening. Oh. You were getting ready for like a date or something? Is that what that means? I never said Gangle was the best. I just can't stand for her. Erasure, bless her. She got a whole episode dedicated to her. Gangle Erasure. Just because of one Orbs man. Just because of one beautiful young Orbs man. One Orbs man does not a villain make. My day's going sweet. I bought a fabulous lamp. Big day for TomTom. Big day for TomTom. Here are the pages we're going to be working on, by the way. We're going to be well, I've already kind of finished this one. This is them on the bus. And they're like talking. I'll actually go through all of the pages. You guys want to see my comic before it even comes out? My comic doesn't have a name. But it's about a suicidal person who meets an alien. Let me do the voices. Yes. She's never in the match because of Orbs. Wait, really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that about Gangle A. No, I had to talk about internships, but my teacher just did not show up. Oof. That's like worse than missing out on a date. I'm still studying for Friday, and then I gotta go take another exam like next month, so it's basically not over yet. Is it ever going to be over? September's like when school starts back up again. Is it just never going to end for you? Anyway, let's get reading. Some of these, I think here it's going to be like Liverpool. I think it's going to be like October, blah, blah, blah. And I forgot what I wrote, but it's basically our main character called Nathan. He's talking about how he's finally, you know, let go of all of his relationships. Everyone who could ever miss him is gone now. Because they just don't miss him anymore. And he's talking about, you know, how this is probably the best outcome for him. How he's, you know, he's happy with dying here. And as soon as he's about to fall, this happens. This person slams onto the railing, and something falls out of her like pocket, and he tumbles over the railing, and we find out it's like a gun. It's like a beam, a ray gun of some kind, and then this person screams, "Nate, don't do it!" Which is important. That she screams, "Nate, don't do it." And then we go on to our next few pages. I've done a lot of this. And then Nate's like, "Is that an alien?" And he goes, "Are you an alien?" And she goes, "Alien? Oh, I guess that's what I would be called here." She's like, "Don't worry, buddy. I'll help you out. Don't worry. We're going to talk about this." And then Nate goes, "Wait, how the hell do you know my name?" She's like trying to lie her way out of it. She's like, "I'm psychic." And she's like trying to be more agreeable and friendly. And she's like, "What name?" And she's like, "I don't know, okay? I just know your name." And then she's like, "Listen, buddy, this is, we all go through hard times. Nothing to be sad about. Don't worry. Don't worry, old buddy, old chum." And then he's like, she's like, "Oh God, he's gonna reach for the gun." And he's like, "Step back, I've got a weapon." And he's like, "Wait, there's no trigger?" And she goes, "Oh yeah, you don't shoot the gun, you blow into it." She's like, "Oh shit, why did I say that? Why did I help him? I'm such a moron. I'm such a stupid alien. Such a stupid dumb alien. Stupid dumb alien." And then we go on to these pages. And she's like, "Listen, buddy, You're not gonna harm me with that thing. The bubble blaster works on, like, intention and emotion. And you don't intend on killing anyone, do you? And it misses her. But it hits a ship. It, like, blows a huge hole into a ship. And she turns around. And she screams, "My car! You destroyed my car!" And he's like, "Oh, like the whistle he blows into is too hot." And he goes, "Ah!" And she goes, "The gun's on cooldown, Nate. Now it's time for you to be on cooldown." Humans are the worst. Meanwhile, little Eddsworld reference there to all my Eddsworld fans. Little meanwhile reference. Nate Nate climbs over the wall that's behind him, and he crashes down, and he's like, shit, and he's thinking all these different things. He's like, "Oh my god, there's an alien. Aliens are real. Oh god, I owe Kevin so much money. Oh fuck." And he's like, oh no, he's also like, should I tell? I need to go to the police. I need to tell them what's going on. And he goes, "Wait, my fingerprints, they're on the ray gun. Oh wait, I blew into it. She probably blew into it." And he's like, "Do I have alien herpes?" And he screams over the wall, "Oh my god, I have alien herpes." And she's like, "Oh fuck, this guy's an idiot. This guy's a moron." And then some time passes. The pacing if this is really fast, because I really want to grab the person, like the reader's attention, because I feel like people are going to be too brain rotted. So I'm like, a lot needs to happen. So like 20 minutes go by. It's 6:30 when the buses start coming in. And he's like, "Oh, okay, I think I lost her." He's like letting the old lady on. He's putting his £2.50 and not expecting any change. He's like, so what do I do now? There's an alien. I probably have herpes. What the fuck do I do? My name's Nate. What the frick do I do, man? What the freak do I do? What the freak do I do? And this is what we're gonna be working on today. And he's like, "Oh, what have I got myself into?" And then she's just been here the whole time. And she's like, "Hey Nate, sorry for freaking you out." He's like, "Oh, that's okay. How are you here? I saw you getting this big bug." I wanted to think that buses and cars are like bugs, and like really mad bugs. He's like, "Well, what do you want from me?" And she's like, "I need your help." And then she's like, "Plus, you do kind of owe me." He's like, "Owe you? You destroyed my ship. You had a ray gun. It's a bubble blaster. Tomato. I'm no tomato. Not what I meant." And they're arguing. Because she doesn't quite understand English too well. Because she's an alien. And she's like, "Look, whoever's fault it is, I'm on a planet I don't know, with no way to get back, and I need someone who can help me live. I need your help, please. I have no one to turn to." I'm going to change this line to something that Nate said, like during his like suicide monologue. Like where he's like, "Oh, I've like destroyed all relationships." I wanted her to say something along the lines of like, "Oh, I don't know." I wanted to repeat a line from his like monologue, and that's gonna like strike a nerve with him. And he's thinking to himself, and he's like, "Oh," because he was planning on killing himself today. He wasn't planning on helping no alien. He's like, "Fuck, shit, my emotions." He's like, "Fine, I'll help." And she's like, "Oh, yay, thank you. But you gotta do what I say. People are scared of aliens. If the wrong people find out about you, you're done. Got it? Like, what's your name?" She's like, "Bobbly is my name. Bobbly, your new best friend from the galaxy." And he's like, "Bobbly, people don't like aliens, remember? You're lucky the bus driver doesn't pay attention." And then this is like the old woman in the window who just heard that whole interaction go down. I don't know if the old woman's going to come into play later, But I remember like writing this part, and I was like, oh yeah, there's totally like an old woman on the bus right now. Like I like I drew an old woman getting the bus, so she knows. He's like, oh, here we are. We finally made it. She's like, Glorp, is all humans do is walk? And he's like, is all aliens do is complain? She's like, shut up. And I'm gonna draw the house. The house is gonna be based off one of my friend's houses in uni, or I guess multiple of my friends' houses. It's one house occupied by multiple friends, and that's what I'm basing this house off. And Nate's like, okay, be quiet, they're probably asleep. And she's like, can I have my bubble blaster back? And he's like, no. And don't bring up weaponry here, you idiot. You stupid idiot. You stupid alien idiot. I hate you. By the way, guys, if you like this comic, please read it on Webtoon when it comes out. Please. And this is where the drawings get a bit messy. And he's like, opens the door. And instead of going up the stairs, he opens, like, the side room. And there's, like, couches and a carpet. And she's like, oh, he's like, welcome to my bedroom. Weird. On my planet, this would be a living room. He's like, haha, for that you get the broken sofa. Because in my friend's old house, there was, like, this sofa. And then this one that my friend Charlie broke. So I wanted to incorporate like the broken sofa in this, which I think is quite funny. He's like, all right, we aren't sleeping just yet. You need to answer a lot of questions. And she's like, shit. First off, what exactly are you? And she's kind of shitting herself. She's like, oh, glow up. She's like, okay. You deserve to know at least that. But I need you to I need you to not freak out. I'm not like them. I'm my own person, and you have nothing to. And she was about to spill her guts out to this guy. She was about to tell him everything, but you don't get to know. You don't get to know just yet. She's not like them. What does that mean? Exciting, right? Exciting, right? I'm calling my own comic exciting. And then she's like, what is happening? I'm way in over my head. But what other choice did I have? You did the right thing. Yeah, and you have a plan, which is to help Nate, help me to help himself. Just like so convoluted and stupid. How we doing, Fio? I'm going through my comic right now. How we doing, man? And she's like, but first, I need my bubble blaster. And then someone from afar goes, not so fast. Let's step outside for a sec, okay? I'm gonna draw this character holding the knife with less aura and more like how a person would hold a knife. See you later, Zoe. Thank you for joining. But yeah, that's where the chapter ends. That's where chapter 1 ends, and where I'm gonna start uploading the comic. It's gonna be 3 pages a week. Is how I'm gonna do it. 3 comic pages a week. And that's where it ends. Do we like it? Do we hate it? Are we indifferent on my comic? Any constructive criticism that I will take as a personal attack? Seriously though, any critique would be greatly appreciated. So would any compliments. Thumbs up, very obsessed. Thank you. Thank you. And this character's called Luna. Do I have a picture of Luna? I do. I should just pull up a picture. Luna is based off one of my friends, Ursula. And like in terms of appearance, Luna's very based off Ursula. Ursula's one of my cool, awesome, cool friends. But don't tell her I said that. This is Luna. She's going to be the one holding the knife. She has colored hair. That must mean she's real cool. And there's other characters. That's what Nate looks like. That's Nate in the flesh. I do like it a lot. Thank you. Thumbs up very fast. Thank you. Thank you. I missed the threshold for passing like 3 fucking points, so hopefully I won't need to do much studying. Oh, I see. You should be okay then. I mean, it's so difficult to animate / draw comics because my brain is very patient and it's very lazy. Same here, Chaos Chameleon. I have to like fight with myself every day. It's rough. But Chaos Chameleon, if you fight them battles against your ADHD or depression or whatever, maybe one day you can make a really mediocre webcomic just like me. Just like me. Sounds like me and everyone I know. I'm the alien. Whoa, let me read some comments. Oh my god, I really skipped out on everyone's comments. So, yeah, like, I traveled to school, waited there for a long-ass time, and asking around where this dude is, and then he just went missing from the school. That's so annoying. Thank you, Ko-Fi. I love you. Also, let's go, Firemeki, with the stream. Oh, maybe I'll hop on the server. I do have a shift at 9 AM, but maybe I'll hop on the server. So yeah, that's Nate. Trying to make sure no sensitive images show up here. There's Luna. There's Keith. Keith is based off a really old Ricknick character that only Scarfy will know if he's here, and that character is called the Ghoulish Goblin, and I've reimagined him to be Keith. This is Garrett. He's Nate really hates him because he thinks he's a performative male. But Garrett's just a really nice, chill dude. And he's in a band. He's in like an alt-rock band. He's in like a band like Good Kid. That's like the type of band Garrett's in. And that's him. And Garrett is dating Nate's ex, which is Carrie. And Carrie is kind of a smart ass. She's kind of she's very opinionated, and she's very like self-righteous, but she does have a good heart, and she does what's right, and she helps Nate out, and she helps the gang out whenever they need help, and she's the only one who can drive, so she kind of has to help them. And that's there's going to be a weird sort of it's not going to be a love story for Nate, but we're gonna explore a lot of like Nate's like a lot of aspects of Nate's life, and one of them is gonna be his relationship with Carrie, and by extension Garrett. And the first arc is gonna be about Nate and Garrett, and I purposefully made Garrett have the same color scheme as Nate. Like his clothing is the exact same color scheme as Nate's, just like inverse. And Nate's gonna be comparing himself to Garrett like all the fucking time, and he's gonna fucking hate Garrett. And I'm gonna write Garrett to be really unlikable, and then like right at the end of like the arc, I'm gonna try and like write it so it's like a twist, and then you can go back on the chapters and you can see why Garrett's doing what he's doing, and it'll make you like more endeared to Garrett. But yeah, this is a little emoji I made for Bobbly. I like Bobbly. Every chapter, every volume, her hair's gonna change. She's gonna have a different hairstyle every volume, and a different outfit. I made an Instagram reel about this a while ago. But look, there's one of her outfits. There's another. There's another. This is gonna be the first outfit she wears. Luna's gonna make her an outfit, and this is gonna be it. Yeah, and Bobbly's gonna have a crush on Luna, which will be quite fun. Stupid, but yeah. 9 AM for Weaklings. Try 5. I've done the rounds. Okay, Tom. I had a week of 6 AM shifts, and I had to get up at 4. But fortunately, my bosses like me, so now I'm on the good shifts. Maybe if you're still on the 5 AM shifts, maybe that just means you're not very likable. Oh! Did Ricknick just ban you? He looks creepily like one of my old friends from school. Oh, really? Shit. Oh, no wonder Nate hates the bloke if he's dating his ex, my god. Yeah! But it's not Garrett's fault. It's not his fault that he's dating. It's not his fault. You think Garrett's meant to be like, oh, sorry. But Garrett didn't know Nate before it. Garrett didn't know Nate. But Carrie lets everyone know. Whenever Nate's in the room, Carrie lets everyone know how good Garrett is. Carrie's like, oh, Garrett bought me flowers the other day. Garrett did this for me. Do you know Garrett saved a cat from a burning tree? And afterwards, he donated £5,000 to the orphanage. And she only brings this up when Nate's in the room. And they fucking hate Garrett. Nate is a petty asshole. So, like, that's sort of like, those little slights that, like, really childish really get to Nate. Really get to Nate. Is this band called Oakley Dokley? I like that. He's a part of the Neighborinos. Adley Hooley. Minecraft. No, 5 a.m. is for the pros at ours, because you actually have to see the boss. She doesn't work past 3 p.m. Everyone she hates gets banished to the closers, and I wish I wasn't the best of a bad bunch. So you're saying that if you were just a little meaner, you'd win? It's okay. That's not what he said. It's okay. You know, I used to work a job until I joined my band, and now I live off my girlfriend. Maybe you should just get a girlfriend you can live off. Garrett's a bit of a bum. But that doesn't get brought up until later chapters. I hate everything about that. He's meant to be really likable. He's meant to be really hateable and then really likable. I don't know how I'm gonna make that work, to be honest. I really don't know how I'm gonna make it work, but I really want to write it well. But yeah, this person's Luna. And she's gonna basically, they're gonna have an off-screen conversation that you won't get to know about until, like, I'd say, like, the second volume or the third volume. Like, one of the later volumes, you'll get to know what these two talk about, and it's gonna be pretty serious. It's gonna be pretty serious. And yeah. But yeah, basically how I do this is I make a rough layout, and then I do line art, and then I do detailing, and then I do the background. So this stream we're probably just gonna be detailing. I haven't done any detailing here. Did I do any detailing there? Yeah, I did. Did I do any detailing here? Yeah. Alright. And now we make the background. Oh, we do the rest of the detailing is what I meant to say. You just revealed he's a bum who lives off his missus. It's giving my ex who genuinely believed his Billy Idol. Oh, he's Billy Idol and blocked me on Minecraft. Dude, what did you do to have him block you on Minecraft? Holy shit. I didn't even know you could block someone on Minecraft. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. That's something else. Holy shit. Sorry for assuming that it's you who did something, but that is just another level. Holy fuck. I'm almost impressed. Fuck knows, because he cheated on me with his... What?! Drama? What the fuck? Not really drama, that's just sad. That's actually not drama. Holy fuck. Where does he work? I would never cheat on someone. Can I have an award now? Can I have a medal now? That's fucked up, though. I wonder if, like, because I've always thought if someone ever cheated on me, I would genuinely, like, tell everyone. I would, like, really ruin their life if I ever got cheated on. But I never hear anyone who cheats. You know what I mean? Like, whenever I hear a story about someone, like, being cheated on, it's always, like, a hush-hush thing. But I feel like, wouldn't you, like, tell the world? And I found out because he works with my best friend that I genuinely believe my best mate wouldn't tell me. Idiot. You know, go Cotswold Outdoors. I don't think I've even heard of that place. It does sound familiar. Yeah, because it always happens. It always somehow happens to me. You've been cheated on multiple times. God. Or maybe everyone gets cheated on a lot, but only a select few find out. No, that's a fucked up thing to say. Because now that just like puts it in everyone's head. I'm a big fan of, like, whatever this is, like, the shadow on the neck. I love doing the shadow on the neck. It's, like, such a nice way to, like... I think I got that from, like, Danganronpa, which is a little rough. It's a little sad to admit. But no, Garrett doesn't cheat. Garrett does something... In context of the story, he does something a lot worse. But probably in context of most people's day-to-day life, probably not too bad. But I'm not going to get into that, because that's a bit of a spoiler. I'm down to spoil my story, but there's certain plot points that I don't want to spoil. But Garrett does something real fucked up. And I want it to be Garrett, because I think hopefully the reader would most likely forgive Garrett. And I want the person to do this to be forgiven quite quickly. It's probably not a great thing for a writer to say. You wouldn't find him in there anyway. He works 1 day a week. Oof. Hi, queers. Hey, that's me. Hi, Switchef. We're making a comic about a gay alien. It's pretty exciting. That's gay. Maybe a little bit. It's either this or play Elfie the Elephant or Samplan. And I know everyone wants me to play that. Everyone's been telling me, Ricknick, when's the next Elfie the Elephant stream? And I've been going, guys, lay off. I like giving them this. Is this a collarbone? I don't even know if that's where the collarbone goes. It just looks nice. Doesn't it? This is a really dumb image of Bubbly. It's a really stupid image of Bubbly. She does not get drawn on model. None of these characters are ever on model. Mainly because I don't have a model sheet for them. Because I feel like that's just really boring and I don't want to do that. The worst one was my ex-girlfriend in sixth form. My entire school knew she was cheating on me with this dude who was bullying my little brother other than me and my best friend. And I found out 2 years later that nobody told me because they all assumed we were just poly. Holy shit. By the way, they did not assume you were poly. That's just not... When you see someone clearly cheating on someone else, and you go, oh, I just thought you were poly. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You just didn't want to say anything because it's an awkward conversation to have. Don't act like you're this, like, future, like, oh, don't act, oh, that's annoying. Don't act like you're extra woke. Don't act like you're the ultimate wokey. Like, oh, get over yourself. That clearly not. You're a bad person for being gay. True. Make him look dangerously emaciated. Emaciate. That took me a while to read. That's a big word to it. That's a reading level 2 word. I don't think I can do that. I'm sorry that my character looks like your ex who cheated on you. Garrett's meant to be based off every performative climber I've ever met. Every climber I've met that I've thought, wow, you look so performative and annoying. That's kind of what Garrett's based off. If you ever go to the UK, climbing is probably one of the worst sports you can do. If you don't want to be sexually harassed. by 20-year-olds. 20-year-old uni students. Good evening, Pricklers. Good evening, Tasha. Feeling honey today. Also, I got some free Nutella. But that's like the summarized version. But staff were fired over the gossiping and all sorts. Oh, wow. But not the guy who cheated. Not the guy who was with his boss. I went to type Nick into search instead of Twitch to get to your stream. Ah, that's so sweet, Tasha. Isn't she so lovely? Isn't she lovely? This is me singing about Elfie the elephant. Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she great? Doesn't she have a sand plan? I never thought with Elfie that she would be as lovely as me. But isn't she elephants of fun? Anyway. No honey, please. Well, we're not going to be able to make a picture of you. These are the people that are supposed to run the world in the future. Illiterate gay British dudes making webcomics. Fuck you! Okay. Yeah, imagine making a webcomic and you can't spell them. What was it? I forgot what the word was. Emaciated. Elfie again. What's wrong with Elfie? I thought we liked Elfie. Did we not like Elfie? I'm starting to realize not many people like Elfie. I love Elfie. I think I've done a really bad job at advertising the Elfie game. Let me read some more comments. These are the... Oh, I've already read that. Never met a normal climber. My climbing housemates pulled the extractor fan off the wall. Well, that kind of summarizes climbing. Okay, I'm a bit mean on climbers. I am. I'm a bit mean and rude on them. Not every climber is weird and creepy and pervy. And filled with shit talk. It's just a lot of the ones I knew were. But then again, some of my good friends are climbers. So I don't wanna give the climbing community too much shit. Those fingers are really weird. But I'm gonna keep them. That's nice singing, thank you. The world is fantastic. Yes! No one likes Elfie. Why does no one like Elfie? You're in college, you should know what emaciated means. Does that mean when your skin's ripped off? Tasha, what does emaciated mean? We know you love her. Yeah. Like it's the vocabulary of an 8-year-old raised solely on YouTube. I know some big words. Preliminary. Because. You know emaciated? I don't. I really don't. When has emaciated ever been used in a sentence ever? I land on the streets. I don't land in the sheets. Whoa. As in the paper sheets. I land on the streets and I jump in the sheets. I like climbing. Well, Fatomeki, if I know any horny bastards, you're definitely one of them. don't act like you're not. It's just like dangerously underfed. That just hungry. Starving. Oh wait, I did draw Nate emaciated. I did draw Nate emaciated. It means you're so malnourished we can see your bones, basically. Like a skeleton. This guy jumps on the bed. And the little one says, roll over, roll over. And they all rolled over and dunk. Mummy monkey. What was his baby monkey? He fell. 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 Get. Who's the guy? Who said the British are coming? Who's that guy? I need to know who he is so I can make a monkey pun. I love you, Rick. I love you too, Fatto. I really do. I know it to be true. La la la. Gorillas Chimpman was his name, I believe. Well, the moment's passed, but I appreciate it. I do. I don't know how to detail this because I don't know what it is. I don't know what I've drawn. I don't know how to. I really don't know how to detail something I don't know. Which means it's a bad drawing if I don't know what I've drawn. Like, it's objectively pretty rough. But Birdly, the crowd, please, Masami blew you off because you're a mouth breather. How's your sister, Wilson? Eddie's. I shan't be courting her. Here we go. Do we like this panel, guys? Do we like this one? Do we think it's cute? Means your imagination is wild and free. My imagination is wild and free. Everybody sees me. I look clean. My name is Nick, and I'm on the mic. Let's cover ourselves in honey and jump at the wall. Also, it doesn't mean my imagination is wild and free. It means I like to poo and pee. You know, back in the day, me, Scarfy, and an unnamed third person would all go on Roblox, swim and pee and poo world. And it was the best thing ever. There's a Roblox game called Swim and Pee and Poo. And I'd always swim and pee. And the other guy, who I'm not going to say the name of, would always swim and poo. And Scarfy would be in the middle. He wouldn't really know. Scarfy's a bit of a fence sitter. He's a bit of a... You know. He doesn't vote. Because it makes him scared. He only eats, like... He'll never order McDonald's, but he'll always take a bite if he ever was given it. You know what I mean? He's one of them. And that's sort of like where he stood in the Pee and Poo world. He didn't ever take a side. He was like the moist critical of Roblox. No, honey, what the hell? Pop, you reveal your identity on the Ricknick 12 stream? What are you talking about? Of course you did that. What's wrong with that? Sounds like something Milo would enjoy. I'll get here on it. Yeah, yo. Who wants to swim and pee and poo with me in Roblox? I'm 21 years of age. I shouldn't be saying that. I have a job. I get paid minimum wage. I've graduated. I should not be asking people on the internet to play Roblox Swim and Pee and Poo World. Unless you guys want to, you know, room for one more, eh? Oh, no. I didn't mean to say it like that. This scary swim in the cum. Oh, Scarfy. Scarfy didn't swim in the cum, no. Don't worry. We really made fun of him for it. You know, all things considered, I think I chose my friends pretty well back in the day. I think I did. Here we go. My, yeah. Who wants to cover themselves in honey? Me! 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 Oh, me! Guys, I was telling this to Tasha. We were talking about what the, what were we talking, Tasha, what were we talking about for that conversation to come up? What were we talking about, Tasha? What was the conversation? What was that convo? When we were talking about the honey. When we were talking about the honey. I want to explain to the audience what the honey is. Fun fact, it doesn't save you money. Markiplier was right. Fun fact, Charlie B, my friend Charlie B, gave me the inspiration for Bobbly. I have another comic called Backs and Jazz that I don't shut the fuck up about. Follow me on Webtoon, by the way. I have comics on there. I was making a comic called Backs and Jazz, and I was drawing one of Charlie B's characters called, is it Keith? Keith the Alien? Or whatever it was. And I really liked Keith's, like, he had like black eyes and like a white pupils, and I was like, wow, I really like that design. I hope to use it someday. And when I was thinking of a comic to do, I was like, why not an alien? Why not like Keith? Because I feel like Keith the Alien had a lot of potential for like a web comic. And I was like, why don't I just do that? And then I don't give Charlie any credit. How about I don't give Charlie any credit? Thank you for the posture, chat. Ooh. My PNG tuber has horrible posture, but that's okay. Awful question to ask. Oh, to be asked out in the blue. Is it because the answer is bad? White people will be like, follow me on Webtoon. White people will be like, follow me on Webtoon and join my cartoon podcast. White people will also be like, please follow me. I work really hard on these streams. Anyway, time to not talk for 10 minutes. And I'm telling everyone now, I'm gonna get a van, and I'm gonna travel to the UK, and I'm gonna stream it. Okay? I'm getting driving lessons in like 2 weeks. And when I pass my driver's test, I'm not gonna get a car, I'm gonna get a van. That sounds creepy. In the not creepy way. Oh my, I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna do it! Tasha, you think I'm joking? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get a van, and then I'm gonna go to Pound, and I'm gonna get a dog that's about to be put down. I'm gonna be like, no. I will take him. And then me and that dog are gonna go on a fucking Greg Universe ass journey. And then I'm gonna meet a big pink lady. And I'm gonna cook her lesbian lover. And then I'm gonna make a child who likes hot dogs. And that's gonna be the story of Rick Nick. You're gonna be so stinky. I'm already stinky. I'm making a webcomic, for crying out loud. I'm already stinky. You think you smell good making cartoons on the internet? Oh God! I should have been a lawyer. I should have been a lawyer. Oh my God! I should have been an accountant. What are you going to do with no toilet? You can have a toilet. Have you never watched the van life videos? Neither have I. But someone visited me recently and they didn't shut up about van life. So now I know. No bathroom in a tiny van with a dog. The back garden is our world. Or the world is our back garden. You're going to go on a full tour of the UK, all 12 kilometers. It's going to take you 3 minutes. Well, I'm going to spend multiple weeks in various cities. And then I'm going to blag that I went on a long journey. When in fact, I just went on the motorway and traveled for like 2 hours. Maybe I'll go Scotland. You don't know me. I'm doing it, and I'm gonna stream it all, and you're all gonna laugh, laugh, laugh. But when I'm having fun with my dog, that I'm gonna have the viewers decide the name of. I'm gonna make him a viewer. No, I'm not good. That's dystopian. I'm not getting in that. Tasha, it's gonna be clean. Tasha, you don't want to join me in my van? And at the end of the journey, I go, here we are. And you go, what is it? And then you go out the car and you see it. All of your loved ones lined up, covered in honey, and a big wall. And I'll say, Tasha, it's time for you to paint with the people. And then everyone's going to start chanting, paint with the people, paint with the people. And you're going to do it. You're going to make your masterpiece. Well, yeah, it was, Tasha. It was. Who else wouldn't shut up about van life? Of course you watched van life. Scotland is good because you can wild camp there, but England and Wales is not good for van living. Surely there's places to go in England. I thought England was known as, like, a really naturey place. Is England not naturey? Well, Liverpool ain't. But Lincoln is, kind of. Lincolnshire. I feel like the more southern Midlandsy you get, the better, right? I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna get in a van. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna Greg Universe it. Oh, I do kind of want to join you in your van. It's gonna happen. I always wanted a narrow boat, not a van. It's naturey, but not easy to live in a van, because where are you gonna stay? In the van! I'm gonna have a mattress in there. That's where I'm gonna stay. The point of van living is that I live in the van. I'm not expecting a luxury hotel. My hotel's on wheels. England's mostly like hills and cliffs. That is true. It's very hilly here. I don't like it. They're pretty sick hills and cliffs, but that's kind of it. We also have pubs and Guinness. So does Ireland, I guess. We were gonna take the dog to Wales in a van for Marlowe's birthday, but then he did have to be rehomed. Oh, that's sad. I can't believe Arlo got rehomed. They're pretty sick. I've already read that. Where's the van gonna stay? Where you can park so many places. You think people care? People don't care. I'll just drive. What are they gonna do, Tasha? I'm just gonna drive away. You know what I mean? Oh no. Like the old woman who I've parked outside is calling the police. Oh, let me just fucking drive away. You're blowing through stupid, Vale. Also, I've made a list. I made a list while in work of people who I could stay at. And one of them was like, I was like, Tasha for this place. Charlie B for this place, even though I'd never go to where she is. It's like Charlie H for this place. Like, there's places I can park. You're gonna get fined so badly. I'll just drive away! Robbed in the middle of the night. You know what this is, Tasha? You will never do anything enjoyable in life because you'll think too much about the details. And then you just won't do anything. That's gonna be your life, Tasha. This you? That's you. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Because I'd rather just do it and then, like, figure it out than never do it and then work at my job, which I hate, forever and ever. You know what I mean? Who's with me? Let's all cover ourselves in honey. You can't drive away from a van. Watch me. You can live on our drive. Oh, see? There we go. I'll live on your drive. My friend's mum did that a few years ago. It was jarring waking up to a random van outside my gaff, but free parking for real. See, I can park outside the Tom-Toms. Aren't English people like infamously stingy and annoying about people being on their property? Whatever that means. I'll just drive. I'll just drive. And I'll make Snapchat stories and I'll go, anyone up? Question mark. Anyone got a free parking space tonight? Haha, JK. Unless. Just kidding. Unless. Also, I think living in a van will beat my current living situation, to be honest. Welcome, Minister J. How we doing? Oh frick, I got an appointment in the morning. See you guys, and I wish you a nice stream. Thank you so much, Kira. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it greatly. Oh, that was not an invite. I'll steal your hubcap. What the hell? I have a Switch in my van. Come into my van. You can play on my Switch. Oh no! Oh no! I didn't like that. You're funny, Nick. You're funny. I am funny. That wasn't a joke. I didn't mean to say it like that. That was weird. And maybe I'll fall in love. And my dog will fall in love. But then the person I fall in love with will end up being evil. And then the person my dog falls in love with will end up inheriting the bakery that the person I fell in love with tried to get back by killing me. Whole PC. No, I just do my laptop. I think all I need to stream is my laptop. I think I'd leave my PC here, to be honest. I think all I need is the laptop. And then like a charger, and then solar panels. And then I'll stream like... I think I just stream like my car journeys, or my van journeys. And then I'll stop somewhere, and then like when it's time for me to hit the hay, I'll just stop streaming. And what, I'd get like 50 quid a month from that? Because that's what I get now. I get like 50 quid a month. So like... And then I'd have like... probably around like 6k saved up by the time I leave. So I'll just be living off my savings, or like the money I saved up from work. And then when I run out, I come back and I just work again. Or if if like enough people are watching me drive a van, which does sound like a bit of a pipe dream, but you know, if enough people like watching it, then that's how I can make more money. I'm sure people would be interested. And if I have a dog, I can just give the dog an Instagram, and then boom. That's like a thing in itself. Nick, have you played Splatoon Raiders? I have! It was going to be one of the main games I stream, but I haven't played it in a hot minute. I really enjoyed it. And I don't want to sound too, like, creepy right now, but I think Shiva has a crush on me. I think Shiver and Big Guy have a crush on me. It's true. It's only my playthrough as well. Wait, like that. I was one of the 3 limes charged in me name heal stream. Oh, Nastia. Okay. I see. Wait, are you Nastia? Or... Oh, me Naste! That's who it is. I remember. I was there when you changed your name. I'm so stupid. You thought I was a man trafficker? Yeah, a little bit. But you bring... I've already read that. And they serial kill bakers. Oh, Tasha got the reference. I'm glad. Hope your dream comes true. It sounds like... Oh! I'm the favorite girl! I'm glad you got the reference, Tasha. Everyone else here is American. Yeah. And that's kind of why I blame my, my posh Americanisms. Don't stream and drive, but I won't. Like, I won't read chat. I'm not going to be like those streamers. Or maybe I should maybe I should, like, when I park up, I'll stream. Maybe when I, like, park up, I'll do the stream. Because I really like the idea of me streaming on the road. The only issue is like the internet. Like, what am I gonna do for internet? But I'm sure I'll figure it out. But I guarantee you, people would watch that. You guys would watch me do that, right? I hope anyway. I feel like that's something people would watch. I'm kind of tempted to watch, but I don't think there's many people who do that. Maybe I could do that, and then that'll be like a thing. And that's like how I could keep up with friends and stuff, because I'll be all over the joint. So if my friends want to talk to me, they can just tune into the stream. And then boom. Or I could, like, you know, call them. You know, like a normal person. You know, like a friend would. Hi. Oh, Piplup, welcome! How are we doing, Piplup? I should play Splatoon more, by the way. Switch off. How have you been? What have you been up to, Plip? Yo, you know what I was saying. Where have you been? Who do you talk to, Piplup? Who do you knock boots with? I don't think I've seen you around too often. I think I saw you once. I'm doing good. What about you? I'm doing great. I'm drawing my comic about an alien girl. And I'm shouting at my friends about living in a van. Because my friends don't want me to live in a van. You know, like a good friend would, you know, object to. You grubby Americans. I know, right? Right, I gotta sleep. I'm actually up at 3. Oh, good night, Tom. Good night. Sorry, I missed that comment. Have a good rest. I'd watch as long as you're not causing car accidents. What if I do it for... What if I'm looking at chat and I'm like, oh, I have to get some clips in? I'm like, oh shit, I have to clip bomb. And then I just start slowly edging into like the other lane. I just start slowly steering into oncoming traffic. I'm like, oh guys, that's crazy. What? I just want you to be happy and not bankrupt. But I'm working. Shout at Charlie. She's already bankrupt. You already got a case on your hands. I'm working hard. I'm hardly working. No, that's not how it works. It just sounded right in the moment. Do we like that? Is that detailed? Bobbly isn't very detailed, but I think that's like intentional. I think. I've been around usually doing arts. Oh yeah, sorry for shouting. Zenko Primary recently Doggerun. Oh wow! I talk to Primary quite a bit. I know that old Primary. And when I say old, I mean old. Oh my god. She's so old. She's like, oh my god. Don't tell her I said that, please. Please don't tell her I said that. Please don't tell her I said that. Please don't tell her I said that. I'm really sorry. Please don't tell her I said that. Please don't tell her I said that. Please don't tell her I said that. No, please. Pipple. Wait. What were we talking about? What have you been drawing? Thank you for liking the comics, by the way. Appreciate that. Charlie's an interview. Oh yeah, she does. I'm jealous because I want to apply for a cinema job and then it disappeared. You can still go in and ask. I think the best thing you can do if you really want a certain job is just go in and be like, I really like it here. I want to work here. Here's my CV. Can you like put me on a shortlist for like potential interviews? You see, I want to shade every part of Bobbly, but I feel like if I start shading the boobs, it just looks weird. Or if I do like... That's not bad, but it kind of ruins the symmetry. That's a weird thing to, like, say about an alien's boobs. It ruins the symmetry. It's like gross. It's gross, Nick. Misogynistic pig. I do not draw Bobbly consistently enough, and I'm going to change that in the next chapter. I think I'm going to get, like, I think after this chapter, I'm going to do, character sheets. Just like I did with Flatmates. And I'm gonna get that done. Also, Flatmates is still in production. I'm just waiting on Dorkadoodles to have a little guest lines. But Flatmates is happening. I've been working on it. I just haven't been talking about it because I'm bad at organization, and I'd rather people think it's dead than you know what I mean? Rather pleasantly surprise people than not. It looks like Lego snatched waist. Shut up. Wouldn't it be so funny if I did? No. I don't think I've ever talked to Zenko in my life. I think I hit him on the server a couple of times, and I think he was like, okay, this kid's annoying. And I think that's kind of where my interactions with Zenko started and ended. But he seems like a lovely guy. He seems like a treat. A lovely, sweet boy on a sweet platter. Don't tell him I said that. That sounds creepy. He doesn't know me well enough for me to be saying that. I'm sorry, Zenko. That was weird. That was a strange thing to say. I've always wanted to learn how to do comics. I don't really know how to do comics myself. I just kind of draw. There's no really right or wrong way to do comics. You can't really have a... I guess you can do a class in comics. There's like an actual uni degree in like comic art. But genuinely, I don't think you need to do all that. I think you just need to do it. And then you learn what you like and what you don't. Like I did comics for... I've done comics like my whole life. And I've kind of learned like what I like and what I don't. Like some comics like to have like the boxes joined up and stuff. And I don't do that. I stole like a comic grid online. Let me see if I can pull it up. There it is. I stole like a comic grid online so I know like what the dimensions are. So if I ever did want to publish it and print it, like none of the important stuff would be like cut out. Like there's a lot of things you can do. You just gotta do it. Look really nice, thank you. On a platter? I don't know what I was saying. Can we please move on to the fact that I'm really cool and I make comics? And I'm 21 years old and I make comics and I'm a bit of an artist. And I work a minimum wage job too, which means I'm a part of the people. You know? I'm sort of like, you know, I'm the definition of like a starving artist. And that like kind of gives me cool allure. Right? You are cool, Nick. Well, don't actually say that, because now it's... Now it's just a wholesome moment. I don't need that. I need aura hype moments. I think I made Nate look way too much like me. But I guess he is a self-insert. All of my protagonists are self-inserts. But Nate, I think it's gonna be weird. I think I'm glad I don't live in... and I don't mean this in a horrible way. I'm kind of glad I don't live in Nottingham while I'm making this comic. Because this comic's gonna have a lot of references to my life. And it's gonna have a lot of references to my friends and me. Not all of flattering. A lot of it is actually quite, mostly on me. Mostly on me, to be honest. But a lot of it is not, like, the most flattering. Like, like, Volume 1, the first arc, is gonna be all about Nate's insecurities. In terms of, like, him and Gareth and that sort of relationship. And that's gonna get into a lot of stuff, that if you were one of my friends and you read it, you're like, okay, this is just about, like, this part of Nick's life. This is just about that time Nick did that. It's genuinely like that. It's a bit rough. But that's where my best art comes from. Every character ever made is a self-insert. Yeah. I'm trying to think of like a really like awful character right now. Like the guy from 12 Minutes. That's my favorite self-insert. The incest man. Stuff to do with Nottingham. Is this where I find out this comic is just a Ben book against all the housemates? Yes, I got Tisha. I have a character called Tisha, and she's horrible, and she makes Charlu walk to uni every day, and she's really mean. And don't even get me started on Charlu, lazily oafing about. And they're all like really horrible caricatures. Like each one's like a really mean caricature. God forbid a girl walk. That's a catchphrase, actually. How did you know? What's your favorite Deltarune song? My favorite Deltarune song. Probably Girl Next Door, but the version that got unused. I think that's the one that comes to my mind. If not that, Garden of Hopes and Dreams is really good. Probably Field of Hopes and Dreams, though. Probably Field of Hopes and Dreams. Chapter 5 has a lot of bangers, but unfortunately, Chapter 5 has... like, Deltarune... I think every Deltarune chapter now is coming out at a very what is it when you watch something as a kid and it like shapes you? Like Deltarune's now coming out at a point where it's not really shaping me as a person anymore. So the music like has less impact on me. So like that's why like the unused Girl Next Door really goes hard for me. Because I had a lot of impact on my like developmental years. So even though Garden of Hopes and Dreams is really good, Field of Hopes and Dreams will always just top it for me. Just because it came out when I was like, what, like 15? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I was talking about Charlie today with my mum's friend, and they all accused her of using weaponized incompetence. Really? What did you talk about? She really did. Charlie a lot of the time, every time I was in the house, like Charlie would always be like, "Oh, I was looking at your sweet corn before and it looked really nice." And there'd be a pause, and then she goes, "Can I have your sweet corn?" And every time you just would go, "Yes." Help her make soup. Oh yeah, and then you just made it. At what point is that on you though, Tasha? You know what I mean? At what point is it weaponized competence? Oh god, that's a horrible phrase. My favorite song on the soundtrack is Dial Tone. Oh, Dial Tone is such a good one. I like Dial Tone. Bum 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 bum. Na 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 bum 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 bum. Na 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 na. I only know 3 songs. Hear this leitmotif and another one. It's my only song. My name is Toby Fox. I like Toby. That man has so much aura. He's on We Bare Bears. When you're that big, you can get on We Bare Bears. Dude, you're cool. Dude, you're cool. Why is this buttons done so low? Why have I made this button so low? I'm like making them thirst trap in every panel. She would, but I couldn't deny Charlie my food because she always gave me hers. Yeah, but that's what she's doing. She's using that against you. Just because she's done something nice to you. And don't forget, she kicked me out of her basement. Horrible little fucker. You can tell her, don't tell her I said that. It's generally impressive to me how blind Charlie was to her own mess. I think maybe she knew. She just knew yous would like clean it up. That's like kind of my impression of it. I was like, oh, you just know you're doing. You just know. You just know. Like if you leave it long enough, it'll get sorted. Because I feel like that's what I would have done if I was, you know, if I ever wanted to just be like not do anything. I'd be like, let's wait for Isaac. That's what Isaac did to me. Although I do love Isaac. I love him now that I don't live with him. The Deltarune chapters are coming out even faster and faster now. And I kind of love that. I've been drawing the buttons on this guy's shirt, so I don't want to like set a precedent that I have to draw his buttons. Because then that's just more work. Comics are all about finding out where you can cut corners. I think that them buttons might be a corner I might want to cut. Just for my own sake. I'm trying to think about where the creases would be in this. Alright. There we go. There he is. I think people usually just call weaponized competence being mean. Yeah, I guess that is what weaponized competence. Yeah, it's just like yeah. I guess that's what that is. I once asked her how long she has thought a giant stack of dirty dishes had been out, and she said a few days when there had been weeks. Oh my god. I feel bad for her though, but I don't. But I do, because I get it. I get it. Probably not. No, I do get it to that extent. But I guess I don't feel as bad because whenever I was like that, it being like I would be only living with myself. So it's like, you know, I'm allowed to be messy. There we go. That's this page. That's these 3 pages detailed. We're not done yet, folks. Oh, no, we're not done yet. We have you. We've already done you. I love this song. This might be one of my favorite Deltarune tracks. Oh wow, we've pretty much almost done this one too. Why did I do these 2 pages when I didn't do the last bunch? So weird. Hi Patsune. How are you, Patsune? Hi Patsune. Hi. Hello. I am Patsune. It is nice to meet you. I am Patsune. Patsune, have you played Elfie the Elephant yet? Have you played Elfie the Elephant? Elfie a Samplan? You can create mess for yourself, that's fine, but don't make it anyone else's problem. Love the first page, cool layout. Thank you. It looks like she's about to, like, start talking about, like, workers' rights. Like, fighting the power. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I still need to draw Bobbly hugging Nate here. And then her hand going here. But I can't be bothered. I love it. This page is one of... This panel might be one of my favorites. Because I think it's just, like, it just perfectly encapsulates what this story's kind of about. Begrudgingly accepting someone's help. Although I feel like I drew a... Yeah, I think I've given it like a P shape here. I'm gonna need to like shorten them a bit maybe. It's a weird. It's weird proportions, and his hands are like a little too. His hands are a little big for him. The proportion here is a weird. He has a much bigger head than her, right? But I guess his mouth is open. But so is it. Why is her mouth out? And okay, this might not be my favorite panel. There again, I think I really... There it's fine. It's okay there too. It's not even there. Anyway. Alien should always have the bigger head. That's true. My proportions are all off every page. This is why I need a... you know, I don't care. You know what, fuck it. I don't care. I don't care. I simply don't care. The story doesn't get changed whether she has a big head or a little chest or a big chest or a big nose or a little nose. I guess she doesn't really have a nose. There it is, Switch F. That's your song. Why do you sound threatening when you say my name? It's because I'm a threatening guy. And I've been playing Resident Evil 4 Remake and the Hollow Knight. Have you beat Hollow Knight yet? I need to beat Hollow Knight. Because I really want to play Silksong, but I need to beat Hollow Knight. It's so hard to draw... It's so hard, though, to draw characters consistently. It's true. Yeah, I don't think it matters. I really don't. But everyone gave Rebecca Sugar shit for that. When, like, Steven Universe had, like, inconsistent art styles. But I'm like, it didn't really impact the story. And if anything, it's cool to see how different storyboard artists drew the characters differently. But no, the internet critic number 55 is like, and the characters are really inconsistent here. It's like, dude, I don't care. I just want to see Peridot be more autistic. You think I care? You think I care about the intricacies? I want to see Garnet sing about being a gay fusion. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, guys? You ever just want your aliens to be gay, but the internet armchair critics just won't allow it because they hate fun and they hate you by proxy? That's weird. I think that's better. The nose is in the wrong spot. Anyway. Whoa! First time chatter? And then we got so many bits! Holy shit! Gooberton the Stupid. Hello, Gooberton the Stupid. How are we doing? What a username. What a user. Whoa! Holy shit, thank you! Wow. Honestly, Spampton is like one of my favorite characters from anything ever. Yeah, I enjoy Spampton. Although he does kind of get sidelined quite heavily. I think Toby Fox has like this beak plot going on in Deltarune, but it's just not really... It's not really going anywhere right now. At least it didn't go anywhere in Chapter 5. How are we doing, Gooberton? Do you know me? Or are you just donating bits to random streamers? Or am I special in some sort of awesome way? How are we doing, Gooberton? I'm working on my comic right now. It's about this girl here. Her name's Bobbly. And this guy here. His name's Nate. Bobbly's an alien, and Nate wants to kill himself. But he can't, because now he has to help this alien out. It's pretty awesome. And then it's a story about, like, you know, he's helping the alien live on Earth, but in reality, the alien's helping him find, you know, meaning in life again. And it's a sort of sweet story. And yes, it's very toxic, and yes, you know, I'm not going to romanticize the toxic traits of what their, I guess, relationship is. the I can fix him mentality is gonna be really devastating in later chapters. Hid aliens and gay in one sentence, so I gave you bitties. Ah, from Gooberton to Stupid. I love that username. It sounds like a one-off like Superman villain. So his name's like Gooberton to Stupid, and he's like a multi fucking multiversal fucking freak. Took me a while to find the words there. We got there in the end. But yeah, we're just detailing. Because I don't want to release a comic that has no detail. I'm not colouring it, so I might as well... That's what I thought. I'm like, I'm not going to colour this comic in. I want it to be very, like, Scott Pilgrim-y. Like, you know, like the comics you see just, like, in Forbidden Planet or whatever. I want it to be all black and white. I want it to, like, have that sort of, like, monochrome aesthetic. Because I think I use colours a lot in my drawings. And I kind of want to experiment with not using colour. And more focusing on, like, the composition. And basically, it just means I don't have to work as much, to be honest. Because comics are hard work. So if I can cut corners, I'm going to do it. But yeah, I forgot what my point was. It's black and white, but I'm like, if I'm going to make it black and white, I need to, like, compensate in other areas where the colour would have been really good. And that's why I'm detailing. And that's why not every page is going to be like this black and white. Sometimes it's going to be like blue and white or green and white. Like the line art colour is going to change quite a bit depending on the sort of vibe. I think I'm going to have like a colour represent something else, like something different. But yeah, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate it a lot. I think he's exhausted his narrative relevance. He's chill now. Oh, I see. He's just sort of moping about in the trash. The antenna sort of looks like she's scratching her own head from another panel. Oh yeah, I have it overlap because this is the panel where she like introduces herself. So I kind of had it like overlapping, and I kind of want to make it. I kind of want to make a lot of panels so her antennae just sort of like poke through the top, just like on random panels because I think that would be kind of funny. But yeah, that's her. That's Bobbly. I'm gonna give him bottom teeth here because I think that hits more. A lot of people are scared to draw the bottom teeth of their characters. Like a lot of people only draw the top teeth. And I'm like, you can really convey a lot of emotion by showing the underbite. It took me a while to start like drawing characters with like underbites and like that sort of thing. But I feel like an underbite can really, like here he's exhausted. You know, he's traveled like so long, and he's finally back home, and he's had this alien yapping in his fucking ear for hours. So you know. His jaw's going to be a bit more slack. It's giving down to earth. Why, thank you. Why, thank you. You should have perfect geometric shading on every panel. Yeah, but I'm only going to do that if I can underpay a colorist. Like, really underpay a detailist to do that for me. Pink to make the boys wink. Ooh! Oh, Down to Earth is a comic. I thought Down to Earth... I thought you were just calling it Down to Earth. Except it's a toxic relationship. It's Down to Earth healthy. Well, these characters aren't dating. These characters are just... I want to make it known that their relationship isn't like a romantic one. They're gonna go on a date, but it's gonna kind of show that it's not romantic. Oh yeah. This is kind of like this. I actually haven't read this at all. He lives his average life alone. Still cute alien. Yeah, this is kind of down to earth. It is kind of like down to, holy shit, that's like very similar. But it's not gonna be a cutesy romance. And instead of it being a pale-skinned fairy girl, it's gonna be a blue-skinned alien. 2 pennies to make every character look like a Blender Smith. Yes! Yes! We are underpaying artists. We are overworking them. Down to earth, but it's doomed, are we? I can't believe that it is Down to Earth. I haven't read Down to Earth. I kind of feel like I'm kind of stepping on someone's toes now by making this. I feel like I'm stepping on someone's toes. Also, I forgot to I love Gerson. Chapter 4 was so good. D-U-I, what about you die? 100 miles in an hour. Here we go though. Thank you so much for the bits. I can't get over that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hit about Down to Earth approximately 5 minutes ago. Wow. You must be really knowledgeable on it. I forgot to colour in his mouth too. What am I doing? There we go. That's detailed, mate. I've done that so bad. It's like it's meant to be like there. Alright. I am terrified of drawing this house. I don't want to draw it because I feel like I'm not going to do it like any justice. Also, I haven't finished Bobbly here. Bobbly, Bobbly. Make sure to follow my webtoon, everyone. I've already got a comic on there. Maybe I should finish that comic. I haven't finished it. I'm just gonna... Should I finish off like a Bax and Jazz comic I haven't worked on in like yonks? You should post your film. No, my film's bad. No, I want to post it. It's a bad movie. I dropped the ball. Third year, I dropped the ball. My one chance to be creative every single day, and I blew it. I'd rather not show that movie. Which sucks. But I did. It's the sad truth. I did. And the best I can do now is do better. Be better. It's not bad at all. I feel like it is. They didn't show it at all. But they showed unfinished animatics. But they didn't show my one. Oh, that movie embarrasses me. I think that's the most I can detail right now. Maybe like a bit of that. There we go. Thank you for the bits. Oh my god. You should play Antonin Dvorak Symphony No. 9 from the New World. I will do that because you gave me 5 bits. Whatever that whole sentence was, I'll paste it in. If I isn't getting to do the speech at our graduation, low-key annoyed me, like they didn't deserve it. I kind of agree. But their movie got shown and they didn't even finish it. I finished my movie. I not only did I finish it, I detailed it too. I'm a little annoyed. It's a classical piece, one of my faves. Is this the Jaws theme? Turn that shit up. Okay. We're gonna draw 2 because I'm awesome and cooler than Nick. It's true. She is. It's true. She is. It's true. It's true. Unfortunately, you're not streaming, so that makes me above you morally. I think it's just all music from a guy that wasn't English. I didn't know Gooberton the Stupid was a fan of classical music. Your name's Gooberton the Stupid. Aren't you meant to like fart AI music? What's like classical music? He's very out of character. I hate AI. Kill it. I hate AI too. AI sucks. I hate you, AI. Wow. Good suggestion. Can we try to be a bit more clear next time? That's on me. Anyway, I'm ready to do your thing now. I hate AI. I just feel like Gooberton the Stupid wouldn't like classical music. You know, it just seems a bit out of character. Is it Gooberton the Smart? Too detailed. Too detailed. Something about that I don't like. I like that. Nick's suggesting his fan support AI, we should hang him and say... I didn't suggest it, I'm just saying it's more in character. I mean, my BFB, his name's Frogton the Third. Now that sounds like someone who'd enjoy classical music. A lot of stupid people really like Switch Chef. Not while we have someone in chat who literally just suggested we play the song. Do stupid people like classical? I thought the whole thing was if babies listen to classical music, that makes them smart. Wasn't that a thing? Wow. That was really fun. Oh, wait. I like this playlist. Alright, I'm gonna leave now. It's almost 1 AM. Oh, good night, Game Noob Dev. Good night. Thank you so much for joining. Get some rest, girl. Get some rest. Fun fact, I can play this song on a trombone. Oh! A trombonist, I see. Is that what they call them? Trombonists? That's gay, and also very cool. It's A! Nothing wrong with being gay. It's cool to be gay. Except if you're really gay. Except if you shove it in my face. At work today, while we were closing up shop, I feel like the things that are said at my work, like the things that like my co-workers say, are things that I wouldn't dare say on like a recorded intercom. I think one guy said, I don't care if you like slapping sausages in your mate's face, just don't do it in front of me. And it was like a bit unprompted. I think like Gabe got brought up once. He was like, I don't care if you like slapping your friend's sausages in his face, just don't bring me into it. It's like no one is gonna. You sound like a buzzkill, man. No one's gonna bring you into that. It's just really weird. Does Error Ace count? Error Ace counts. That's gay, I suppose. I know people like to be pedantic with what terms mean what. But I feel like gay's now like sort of an umbrella term in my head. You know, if you don't listen to funk and go to the gym to Lux Max, in my eyes, you're a little gay. And that's good. That's a good thing. I was just trying to think of the most straight man activities. If you're not drop shipping on Temu, then you're probably a little bit gay. You know? If you don't watch Love Island, you're probably fine. I'm just naming activities my sister probably does. I love this song. This song's very nostalgic to me and I don't know why. Do you think the Pokemon devs knew that they were like making children's childhoods? Or do you think they were just like thinking about the numbers? I feel like love went into some of the games. I think love still goes into the games. It's just different now. It's just not targeted towards me anymore because I'm not a kid. That kind of sucks. I miss when stuff was targeted towards me. Anyway, another sad conversation topic. You'll be gay as long as you're not more gay than me. That's not. Yeah, it's not allowed. Only Switch servers allowed to be gay. Behind every gay person is a gayer, more evil person. AKA behind every Charlie there's a Tasha. It's true. Going into the back alley, catching yourself a useless psychic type. Ugh, that's what this song reminds me of. I think Pokemon should be played by everyone. I think everyone needs to play at least the one Pokemon game in their life. You know? If Green plays it, during his Life series, during the Life series finale, you know, I feel like it, you know, deserves a bit more attention. I think everyone should play at least one DS Pokemon game and like fall in love with it. Even if you don't like Pokemon, I think children should play Pokemon because it teaches you to build a bond with creatures that are so far removed from who you are as a person. Like, bonding with mystical creatures, I feel like develops a certain type of empathy that I think a lot of adults just haven't got. you know, empathy for people who you don't quite understand, or people who are so far removed from your world. I feel like a lot of adults just don't have that. I feel like it's a thing they really lack. I'm actually gonna include that shadow because he looks kind of bald without it. He looks kind of bald without it. Yeah, I think that's fair to say. And I feel like, you know, Pokemon, and in like, even in Black and White, you kind of learn to like empathize with like N and like his sort of struggles, and I think that's beautiful. And I don't think you have that. I feel like not enough people have met like an N in their own lives, and that's why they're so miserable. What Pokemon game should I play? You should play Black and White, Tasha, because you look like you'd pick Snivy. I miss the Life series, me too. Which is why I want to do my own. I want to do my own Life series on Twitch, but I don't know anyone who'd be willing to do that and like gather once a week to do like a 3-hour session. I want to do Sky Life, which is like Skyblock, but it's Third Life. I never watched Pokemon or played anything Pokemon. Well, Gooberton, I guess it's either play Pokemon or no classical music. I suppose you made your choice. You made your bed. But I really do recommend people play Pokemon. It's a lovely series. It really is. And it's a little cliche. And especially in the early games, the bad guys are very obviously bad. And like, oh, why do I want this? Because money and I'm evil. But honestly, nowadays, I feel like we're getting a lot more comical villains like that. I think in day-to-day life, I just see people like that who are comically evil and who are comically motivated by money and nothing else. And they like have enough, like they don't need to, they're not like poor or anything, they don't need to be motivated by money, but they just are. And I feel like from that, I feel like Pokemon would would not save people, but maybe make them think twice. Pokemon's a beautiful game, and I love it, and I love you in chat. Charlie would, but she doesn't stream. Well, I'm not saying that people need to stream it. I just want to stream it. Although I suppose the point of a live series is that everyone streams it or plays it to some extent. I never watched. I already read that. You should play Giving Me $20. I hate you. You should play Poofart, you fucking fuck Poofuck. I couldn't think of a good insult, so I just started swearing a lot. I was whistling today, but I didn't realize my mic was still on. And then my store manager told me to shut up, and I felt really embarrassed. I don't know why I felt the need to share that. I just want to let everyone know I was really embarrassed. I was really embarrassed today. Oh, you're serenading everyone. Wish I could whistle. You can probably whistle. You gotta have bumhole lips. Puckered up. Okay. Sorry. Alright, now we're getting to the pages that I haven't drawn yet. 12 and I have a shift at 9. So I think I'm glad you apologise, thank you. I think to avoid doing any more work that I don't want to do just yet, I'm gonna end up here. A quick stream You can blame my manager for denying me a day off and instead putting me on the 9 a.m. shift. I can't keep working. I can't keep going to work. Oh my god, it's ruining my life. Like, every aspect of my life would be better if I didn't have a job. But I need a job. And I begged really hard to get this job. And it's like one of the worst jobs ever. Oh! Anyway. Kill your boss. Hashtag kill your boss. This isn't 2015. I don't think that works anymore. I think Jacksepticeye patched that method. But, no. And then I talked to my mum, and she's like, I birthed you out of my anus 21 years ago, and you're complaining about work. And I go, shut up! Idiot mother! I spit on you. I don't. I guess metaphorically I do. I'm going to bed. I've got work tomorrow. Oh! I hate this. I hate this. I thought after school I'd be done with this sort of shit, but now I'm back in the fucking routine I don't want to be in. Okay. Enough complaining from yours truly. Love you too, Tasha. But I like these. These pages are fun. I want to showcase these pages one more time. So he opens the door, it goes into a side room. It's the living room. I really like the posing here too. I think the posing's very cute. I think it's cute and I think it works. And I like that the feet aren't just flat, they actually like, you know, go out. I think it's cute. I like this composition here as well. I like that I've made her look very nervous here. She looks very nervous. It is the house. I think I might like dub it the chapel. Like that'll be the nickname. I really like how I've done Bobbly. She like looks really uncomfortable and I like that. And I like that it kind of like the composition here kind of makes it look like Nate can see that Bobbly's uncomfortable. Like you can see like he knows that he's like sort of digging in here. Which I like. Don't really love a post in here, but I can change that. And I kind of want like a thunk sound effect here, because that's him like sleeping on the couch. And I'm gonna try and draw him sleeping on the couch like how I used to sleep on the couch in the house. Yeah, it's very fast. It's a very fast-paced story, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think after this chapter, I'm gonna slow down the pacing a bit, because I feel like at this point, after chapter 1, after the prologue, I hopefully like have grabbed enough people's attention, so I don't feel the need to like keep being fast-paced with everything. I kind of want to like leave more room for like, you know, character interactions, and like if a character pauses, I want to leave like space for that. But here it's like, you know, it's still very fast paced. Yeah, pilots are usually pretty fast, and then subsequent stuff chills out for a bit. Yeah, that's kind of the plan. That's the plan. But you can see, like, this is 23 pages to get through chapter 1. Like, chapter 1 is 23 pages long. And you can see how much I, like, crammed in there. I've established Nate Suicidal, I've established Bobbly, I've established the Bubble Blaster, I've established that, like, I've like, made them, like, at least a little amicable, so they can interact through other chapters. Like I think I've done everything I want to do, and I think it's a pretty good prologue. Honestly, obviously there's probably been better out there, but I think it's a very punchy sort of way to get people reading. I feel like people would read this if I have like a cool cover, and if I make enough Instagram fucking reels. I feel like people would read this. Like I'm thinking about what I would like and what also like other people would like. I think people would like this. I don't know. Maybe I'm stroking my ego a bit too much here though. Saved up. Alright. Alright, let me switch. Boom! Boom! Hope we enjoyed today's stream. Let's rate someone. Sorry it's been a short one as well. I really enjoyed that. 2 hours, we got 2 hours in. That's pretty good. I'm gonna raid Scarfy. Seems he's streaming with his friends. Well, we're gonna embarrass him. We're gonna embarrass him. We're gonna be like you know, the out of touch auntie. The out of touch mother. I fucking dropped my pencils, fuck. Wow. Pretty lame switch, Chef. Pretty embarrassing. Pretty embarrassing if I do say so myself. Pretty embarrassing. Alright. We're gonna raid our boy. We all love Scarfy. You know. He's like a close friend of the channel. So make sure to show him some support. And if you haven't already, make sure to follow Scarfy. He makes genuinely really like fun and entertaining streams. And I love him. And I love him. He's like my little brother. But not in a weird Wilbur way. And yeah. I have nothing else to say. Make sure to join the Discord. Follow my webtoon, please. Bye, Gail. Bye, Tash. And yeah. I've been Rick Nick, and you've been watching me draw a comic. Bye. Okay, I'm going. Bye.